So starting a business can be difficult, especially if you're not sure if it'll work. Market research is vital for ensuring success, since 42% of all businesses fail because of their lack of the market for their product. It's easy to say you need market research, but what exactly does that mean? In this video, we'll cover how to use free resources to conduct your market research and what to look for in your research to increase your success. Hi, I'm Josh from the University of La Verne Small Business Development Center, and SBDCs are local centers funded by the SBA that help small businesses with free one-on-one consulting and free training guides just like this one. So let's get started. So the first step we need to ask is, why are we doing this research? Now, for most of our clients who come into the SBDC, they are looking to start a new business. So they need to know what the industry looks like and if they're just getting into it or getting more information about the larger industry if they've been in it for a while. But they may not know the big picture. The other aspect of why we do this research is, what is the goal of your marketing and what will this research accomplish? For existing businesses, you have been in business for a few years, but you aren't growing as fast as you predicted. The market may have changed, so this research is valuable to pivot or adjust for new competitors. So let's get started with the industry research. Our first step in doing marketing research is to look at the industry. Now, you don't necessarily need any kind of fancy software or subscription to get the information you need. If you're located in LA County, we can access a tool that we need from a simple library subscription that you can get for free. Now, once you've gotten your library card, you can access the LA County Libraries database, and we can see where we can find our first tool, which is going to be called Business Insight Essentials. This tool is provided by Gale and has a wealth of information for journals and research, but we actually want to scroll down and explore industries. Now here we have a list of industries, and you can either expand to larger categories or use the search bar to find the correct industry report. So let's search for marketing consulting with an NAICS code of 541613. And now that we have our industry report, what exactly are we looking for? There are a few questions your research should answer at this stage. What is the industry? We can find this in the short overview just under the industry name and verify that this is the right one that we're involved in. What is the industry description? Now this is the overall insights of where the industry is and where it's going and how it works. How big is the industry in dollar amount? Now we need to know if the industry is big enough to support a business like ours. And in the same industry report for the US, under current conditions, it talks about the overall size. And we can note this information down. And finally, how is the industry doing? Now, we need to know this if the industry is growing or in decline. And you'll want to stay away from a dying industry because eventually you won't exist anymore and it'll affect your business. One note, you may have noticed information about major companies in this industry page. Now, you're going to want to ignore these for now because these are multi-million-dollar corporations, and you're not necessarily competing with them if you're a small business who'll be competing on a local level. So in the next step, I'll show you how to do some competitor research. So competitor research is often overlooked by small businesses because many think that they're so unique that they have no competitors. Now this is absolutely wrong. There are direct competitors who have customers in your direct industry and who are offering products. Then there are indirect competitors who could be competing with you but offer an alternative product and not necessarily how you are offering it. Now for example, if you opened a fried chicken restaurant, you would be competing with other fried chicken restaurants directly. However, you may have indirect competition from taco places, burger places, and other restaurants at your service level because they offer an alternative to serving fried chicken. Now there are two tools that we can use for competitor research. And the first one is going to be back at the library. And this time we're going to be using DataAxle Reference USA. We can search for specific businesses if you're doing some prospecting as a B2B business, but we're going to find competitors this time. So we'll use our NAICS codes, county location, revenue, employees, and other pertinent information about the companies that you might want to see. We'll notice that it won't be very many companies, and we'll need to review these businesses if they are actual competitors. Once I have this shortlist, then I can use Google to search websites, social media, business profiles, and understand their place in the market, pricing, and reputation. And the final part is to create a SWOT analysis and figure out where your business lands and how to create a unique enough selling proposition to start capturing those customers. Now, once we've figured out about what our market is and how our competitors fit into it, we need to understand who our customers are. Now, the best free tool to do this job is going to be on census.gov. So once we're there, we can search for not only a location, but we can also search for income, household spending, and a myriad of other statistics that you can download for additional number crunching. Now, I recently did some research for a client in the transportation industry, and we can search for business data from the census about who might need rides like medical transportation and compile certain ailments that our business can accommodate. Now, we can then gather data about those who are of means who can pay out of pocket and even research how many individuals have insurance as an option. And then we'll need to figure out how many people there are and use any other competitive research and survey to find out if they're already a customer and if they're willing to switch. Now, the other tool for research is primarily if you have a storefront, location, or a restaurant, and you can use Caltrans traffic data to find out if there are enough people driving by, combined with your demographic information to drill down even further to something more specific. We'll just use some map data and choose the closest traffic camera so we can see our monthly average drive traffic counts. There are annual numbers, but the monthly numbers can give you a better idea and tie it to monthly revenue. Alright, so now that you have all of your information, you'll need to review it and make decisions for your business. But what do you need to know? Now, once you're able to answer the questions from your industry report, you'll have a good understanding of the industry itself. As for competitive information, you need to know who your competitors are and how they are competing with you. Knowing what the market share of your particular market is essential to knowing the approximate sales revenue divided by the total market, which will give you a percentage of your market share. And for demographic information, we'll need to drill down who the customers are and if they can pay. And you can also use primary research like a focus group or survey to get a better idea of how to reach your customer and price your products. We can then create a total addressable market or TAM calculation, which is the number of customers times price to give you an annual revenue. Now, if you're just breaking into the market as a new business, you'll need to assume that you're not going to attract a lot of customers at the outset. And since your competitors will have some existing business, 1 to 2% of market share should be sufficient to estimate. Now, if this number is enough to run your business, then it looks like a decent venture. But if you need significant market share to make a decent living with your business, then you may want to reconsider or pivot. And that's how you really conduct market research for free. Now, you just need to make sure that you understand the information that you gather and put it into a form that makes sense for a business plan and for you to make decisions and influence your marketing strategy. Now, you need to remember that this is going to be secondary research, which is data not necessarily gathered by yourself. So you'll need additional surveys or focus groups to get a better idea of what features your product or pricing is, then you'll need to do that. With something as significant as starting a business, you'll be investing your time and money, which most likely will be the primary source of income for you. So more data is better than less for success. If you found this video helpful, leave us a like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more valuable content for your small business. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.